This has been a crazy Tuesday. It has been so crazy at work. That's just absolutely crazy. But while I was at work, I got a hold to a couple of pieces of information, and I just want to share with you guys. Now, of course, everything is allegedly, except for what is not alleged. And you can always go Google, research the information on your own to confirm whether or not it's something you should believe in, consider, or debunk, right? Okay, so first thing is let's talk about the $2,000 tariffs that we are going to get into Cardi B. She's going to be the last. Let's get into the $2,000 tariffs that old boy is talking about paying us out. Now, those tariffs have been approved by him. Um, and I can't remember if I don't believe the tariffs need any additional approval or voting on. I think now it's just a matter of him telling them to send them out and they'll start coming, right? But if you remember, here go the trick. If you remember, Elon came online one day and told us that they had found all of this money, this fraudulent money and money that was whatever, allegedly set aside or whatnot, said we was gonna get paid. First he said they were gonna pay dividends in the amount of 5,000, right? He came back unofficially and said the numbers went up. They're gonna pay 8,000. Then he came back a third time, apparently unofficially, and said the money went up. They're gonna pay 10,000. Now, the reason I said unofficially on the 8 and the 10 because ain't nobody been talking about the 8 and 10, and I've been running around looking trying to figure out when is we gonna get it, and this is what I found. Not only are they not processing the 5,000 that he told us about, but the 5,000 was put to the board, to the Senate, excuse me, was put to the Senate in July of 25 when they said it. So the same time they came out and told us they was going to pay it to us, D-Dog signed off and they pushed it to the Senate because that payment needs to be approved by the Senate. They ain't touched it since they gave it to them. Okay, I just want to throw that out. The $2,000 tariffs is in the middle of being processed to pay out to us. There is kickback and blowback because those who want not say they don't think that we have the, what is it, 330 million or 330 billion dollars that it's going to cost him to give us the money. So I mean, the 2000 is gonna come this year, but if we waiting on the Senate, it ain't gonna come until they touch it and they approve it. And as a lot of people know, the Democrats have been very negative about a lot of things that unfortunately affects our society. Even though Don Juan getting the blame for it, at the end of the day, when they voting, the D's are always going on the other side. Okay, so don't hold your breath. Don't anticipate the 2000, but keep hope and faith alive because Homeboy done said it 4 times now. In a minute, we're not going to have to pay income tax. So that's a plus. Okay, now, next topic is Minnesota. We all know that they have been going against the Somali civilization of the Somalians over here in America. We know that Minnesota has been called out to the forefront as being one of the top fraudulent states in that every time they throw a rock, they hit a fraudulent lick. right? So, word on the curb is that Minnesota's daycares, owned and ran by the Somali nation, has been fraudulent because the people went and started knocking on the doors and it ain't even no damn kids in the place. So they've been getting hundreds of millions of dollars for a very, very long time. It is also being reported that they are fraudulent in and I don't know what they call it at the Medicare office, but where they pay you to, like if your mom is real bad sick off and she needs somebody to be there and cook for her and clean her butt, they'll pay you to stay at home and take care of your mom, right? So that program, they have found a very large, not sure if it's the largest amount of fraud, because what was discovered was that, okay, peep game, me and you, we married, husband and wife, right? And my sister got kids. We got kids. So you gonna get paid to take care of our kids, and I'm gonna get paid to take care of her kids. And they was getting like $4,000 a month per person. So that's 8,000 a month. 8,000 in 12 months, bitch. That's almost $100,000. That's $96,000. So okay, so they on their ass about that. Same thing with the TANF. I think that might be what they call their food stamps up there. I know down here they call the food stamps EBT, but I don't know what they call them in Minnesota. But I know another set of letters that I hear down here in the EBT office is a TANF, and I don't know what it is, but anyway, they got some of that going on too. So Minnesota is really going down. Now, let me tell you something else. Now, it's bad enough that we know ICE running around. We know that they got a whole clan posted in Minnesota trying to get all of them riled up. Keep an eye post on the roof in the basement. Keep a watch till you can figure out what you going to do with them. But now the businesses, and I believe it's the Hilton, they are a part of not Excalibur. Is it Excalibur Suites? The hotels start with an E, but I think they're in the Hilton or Hampton food chain, hotel chain. Either way, hey Jackson, baby, mwah. Good to see you too, love. They're in that Hilton or Hampton hotel chain, and DHS, Department of Home, you know who I'm talking about. You know, you got to be careful. Everybody want to listen. But the DHS had reserved some rooms. I believe the man said it was 10 rooms for the DHS people to come down there and fuck with the Somalis. The people reserved the room, put the hold on the credit card or whatever they was using, P card, PO, whatever, gave them the confirmation. Shit, them motherfuckers walked in the front door and the hotel told them, oh no man, no sir, we didn't cancel that shit. We ain't fucking with none of y'all that's fucking with the Somalis. Any other immigration situation, we not fucking with you. Ain't nothing. We ain't got nothing for you. Nowhere for you to stay. Go somewhere else. That's what they had told them. Now, I saw this video because the journalist strapped up, went live, and went in there and was asking for room reservations and asked could he get a government rate. And he was in the poor little boy, he was new. You could tell he was nervous how he was trying to answer the man because he really wasn't trying to tell him that, dude, we ain't messing with y'all. We cancel y'all shit. He didn't want to say that, but he was nervous. And so I saw that interaction. And then, of course, he came back outside and talked to the people and explained, showed the letter, and then he even called the boy out because when the DHS put it on the table what had happened, it went viral. And the DHS You know, I understand she is stigmatized. I get it. I understand that this man is showing her the love and attention, caressing her and speaking to her soul, because that's not something that Upset did for her. I get it. I understand that everything that he's done for you and the kids, and three of them ain't even his. I get it. That is heartfelt, passionate, all of the things. But bitch, you got enough shit on your plate to be worried about than over there trying to write text messages and letters and calling that woman the fuck. Listen, let me tell you something, honey. This nigga still out there cheating. They said two more girls done stepped on the stage and said we pregnant and it's his. The kids done already said they done stopped buying your tickets cause word on the curb was your ass wasn't gonna show up to the concert, to the tours that you got scheduled starting in February. They done stopped buying the damn tickets, so your ticket sales is so low that now it appears to be quite obvious that you're not going to show up. It's very interesting to me how your records, outside, salute, hello, those are some of your top playing songs on the Am I the Drama album. And you mean to tell me your fucking record label didn't promote not one fucking song? Bitch, you was out here 7, 8, 9 months pregnant, running from state to state, standing on top of SUVs and every damn thing else, pushing and promoting motherfuckers to buy your album? You got mixtapes? I said, wait a minute, is the bitch going on tour? Is she selling mixtapes? Like, I got confused as to what was happening, and then it hit me. Why is the label not paying for her promotion? Why haven't they had her do some shit pregnant and promote, like, and film her from the breast up? I didn't say nothing. I looked, I researched, I stalked. I ain't find nobody talking about it. I said, well, shit, maybe I'm crazy hell. Maybe I don't know. Because, I overanalyze something in a heartbeat. It don't take me 3 seconds. I ain't say nothing. But now that you done jumped your ass out the frying pan into the grease, I'm thinking to myself, bitch, you got 4 kids. Your husband on your head. Because he want half for everything you got. And you are fighting him tooth and nail. Meanwhile, you still stuck sitting up looking at Selena Powell laid up in the bed filming his ass laying over there butt naked, sleep and snoring while she giving him the middle finger. Time out they done made another tape. You got this tour, this concert, though, bitch, you ain't even been practicing. You ain't been rehearsing. We know you can't dance. You ain't learned the routines. You ain't got them down pat. How I know? Because your bitch ass been following this nigga from state to state on the football field, supporting him. That's how I know you ain't been rehearsing. Girl, come on. Cardi, girl, I like you. I like you, girl. What are you doing? This nigga still out here cheating. Girl, listen, you got 2 handful of shit dealing with you and yours alone. Why would you put yourself in the middle of his shit? Meanwhile, I ain't even mentioned the fact that Tasha K done pissed you off again. Now you beefing with her again. Girl, you finna go after her again. Who did I read? Somebody, shout out to Be With The T. Shout out to Little Wild. Shout out to Ants Inc. Somebody reported that, what was it? They reported that she was going to go to 2 states, maybe 3. And if the turnout don't pick up, if the turnout and the ticket sales don't pick up, then it is very much a possibility that she will not show up to the remaining events. They'll cancel the tour. Now, listen, I'm gonna say this because this is what I feel, and no, I am not down the rabbit hole, but y'all know me and how I am and how annoying I can be. Bitch. Um, Listen, let me tell you something. They bragged about how well Outside did. They bragged about how well Amount of Drama did. They said she was the top of this and the top of that, the top 50, top 10, top, all of this shit. You gonna get all of these nominations. Do you think these people gonna let you get any of them damn awards and you was pregnant and you didn't do a tour or a concert? Hey, Keitra. Happy New Moon, baby. Yes, ma'am. Do you really think these people gonna let you slide by? Now, yes, I like quite a few of the songs on the album. I think it's a good album. I think one of the reasons that it's good is because it's very different than Bodak Yellow, because she is collaborating with other artists. So that's, I believe, to me, that's why a lot of her songs are so well, and I'm sure they do well on the charts. But it's like, girl, come on now, come on. Because in a minute, the people gonna get angry with you. The internet, Beyonce's internet gonna get angry with you. And they gonna start slipping tea to your ops. And before you know it, you gonna have some time. And it ain't gonna be nothing you can do to stop it. Don't do it, Cardi. Listen, I'm not mad or hurt by you staying with that nigga. I'm not. Hey, do you? You got the money for any and everything. You done told us that, right? So if you want to love him and fight for him, girl, fight on, fight on. But don't jump in front of him to catch the bullet, bitch. Catch it from the back seat if you got to catch a bullet. Otherwise, just take care of your business. It's time for you to get down to business with what you're doing. You knew when you got with him that you guys' relationship was going to be long distance. You knew that already. And I'm sure with all of the babies that's been announced in 2025, not including the ones that's been announced in 2026, that you understand that long distance relationship is going to cost him and you a whole bunch more kids. Now, let me tell you what the $1 million question is. Well, I got two questions. First question is he going to propose to her? And the second question is, do you believe that she going to say yes before he goes to prison or when he gets out? Now, you know, the NFL, they are smitten with him. And I think he's still in the first year of the contract, the 3-year contract that he signed, he's still in the first year. So he might be safe for the next 2 years if he keep his nose clean. If he don't keep his nose clean, he gonna have a fucking problem, because they're gonna see him as a problem and a liability, and then they're probably gonna kick him to the curb. Then he gonna be running around trying to find somebody to play for out here in these streets. You understand what I'm saying? So with the number of kids that he's bringing into the world, it would be his best bet to keep his nose clean and do what he got to do, and he can deal with this other shit later, because this child support gonna about take him out, and I don't even know if he's doing the math, to be honest with you. I really don't. I don't even know if he's doing the math, because so far he got 4. He got the 11-year-old and 3 little bitty ones, all born in 2025. Now, allegedly, he got 2 more coming in 2026. And I will say this. I commend him for the tenacity to do a DNA test right out the gate. Let's don't fuck around. Let's go. But see, that's dangerous. And the reason I say that is, number one, nigga, you not strapping up, but you sticking everything out there, and everything you sticking look just alike. We know, we see, you got a type. But you sticking everything raw. They popping up with babies, and you sticking so many you can't keep up. So anybody claiming one is yours, you need to get tested to make sure it's yours. I commend you for that. And I feel deep in my spirit that you're going to do the right thing by your kids and take care of them. Now, you claim you and this girl just bought a house, a new $1 million house. You had it decorated so cute for Christmas. You showed us the house and everything. It was so nice. But now, is you going to be able to pay for all of this stuff? Because to me, the way you spending money is a little bit on the excessive side. Now, I get it. He got sponsorships and endorsements and all of that. But you have to remember, if one of them drop you, the rest of them gonna be saying, y'all think we should drop them, and there's a possibility you lose all your projects, your endorsements. If you lose your job, like, dude, you got a lot of stuff on the line. Now, I suspected he was real. He don't have no problem getting hood rich with a bitch. I ain't never think he was no punk. Yes, I do understand that he like both sides of it, male and female, allegedly, according to the little boy's interview with Tasha K. He was one of them. I don't give a damn about you being that, but I knew you had a little spice in you when you get to arguing and fighting with people. But I didn't never think you put your hands on a woman. And that's something Cardi B better really pay attention to. And I'm going to tell you something. The shit was so annoying to me today at work, and work was so aggravating to me, that I sat up and hummed myself up on a song to her about him. Because they run around talking about how the boys like that wop wop and Glow over here talking about how the girls like the bird, like the stick and all of this. But girl, in a minute, you gonna mess around and find yourself in a conundrum. And when I say conundrum, I'm talking about being mentally and emotionally fucked up behind this man. And I'm talking physically / medically messed up by this man. What's up, Aisha? Happy New Year, boo. Happy New Year. I'm talking about physically, medically messed up, because if this nigga catch something, you good as got it. And Lord, I pray to God he don't let you get knocked up again, and now the baby finna be infected with some shit. You don't know what he or she gonna come out here looking like, acting like, how many arms, fingers, and toes they gonna. I pray, but it's so much that she is on the table. And again, the word on the curb is that the label put old boy on her, almost like a plant, right? And despite all of his infidelities and his iniquities and all of his bad transgressions, etc., despite all of that, the label loves him. You know why? Shout out to Tisa Tales. Listen, they said, honey, since Steph been on the scene, old girl don't be crashing out at work, going off, yelling. And she said, I knew she'd be in the studio cutting up. I knew she was in there cutting. So she ain't screaming and fighting with the people. She ain't being difficult to work with. She ain't wanting to change shit and be extravagant and all off the wall. They say she's so calm and easy to work with. She's so much happier. You can call her now and ask for anything. Yeah, sure, no problem. Oh, yes, no problem, no problem. I'm like, oh, bitch, you in trouble. You stuck. What's up, diva? What's up? Bitch, you in trouble. You stuck over here on this man's thing, and all of this shit ain't even real no more? Ain't that deja vu to Upset? Upset was sent to help boost you. Shit, you end up carrying yourself. Like, girl, I don't know. But hey, they said, well, just because of glitter don't mean it's gold. So, who knows? But, I feel bad for her, and I don't want none of the bad stuff. I don't want her to get none of the bad stuff. Because I'm going to tell you something. At my age, at my age, I prefer to just stock up on some damn batteries because I ain't got to worry about who else you dipping in, who else you messing with, what diseases is you bringing to me. I ain't got to worry about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? These days, you got to be careful because these niggas up here sticking you down real good and then get up and go stick old boy down too, and you don't even know he playing both sides of the fence. That ain't cool. That's a dangerous cocktail. Mm-hmm. That's a dangerous cocktail. And I'm going to tell you, what is that man's name? I can't think of his name. I don't know why I want to call him Troy, but I don't think it was Troy. It started with a T. I watched him on a space on X, because you know they do it all over there. Porn, everything, child. I was listening to him on X, and he was talking about the cross-dressers. He's LGBTQ, and he was talking about some of his family and friends. He was talking about the cross-dressers. And old boy said, quiet as it's kept, he said the cross-dressing is just a weak adjective to them being gay. They like it. They like sticking or getting stuck. Either way, they like talking about these people running around talking about with these nails on and these dresses or cat suits and makeup and wigs. And he said they playing with y'all. They fucking with y'all. They like both. I don't know why they won't just say they bisexual, but that's what it is. And I just, I was tickled because, I had never heard it put that quite like that. But I mean, it kind of makes sense a little bit. It do. I don't know, but I'm gonna see if I can finish my little song, and then I'm gonna holler at my boy Ant, see if he can put me a beat together. Cardi, I'm gonna make a little song to you, sister. Talking real talk to you, baby. Just me and you. We gonna talk about it. I think that's a good name. Let's talk about it. Hey, I think that's a good name. So anyway, I wanted to definitely make sure I come and talk about Cardi because it's becoming too much. And you know what's really, really funny is at two of her, I don't know if it was VMAs, TMAs, some award show. At two of her award show, if y'all remember, she threw up it ain't Lucifer. What's his name? What's that other Diablo name? What's the other devil name? I can't think of his name. She threw up that little sign like, she done sold out, if you know what I mean. So I look at it and I'm like, okay, so we talking about the rabbit hole, and I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole. I promise. I'm just throwing this out here. But if we was just so happen to jump down that rabbit hole, I would say, well, all of this shit is a distraction of really what's going on. And I'm going to throw this out and I'm going to let y'all go. Venezuela. Let's talk about it. So y'all got the tea on the Venezuela thing, right? And years ago when I first started talking about what I've been learning, how I've been getting educated to what's going on and being in the underground and in the dark room, y'all know that a lot of things aren't shared with the public. And we learned that it has always been about more control over our lives, what we go, what we do, what we drink, what we eat, right? So Venezuela, all I knew was that first I knew we was over there fighting. I didn't know who we was helping to fight because I'm thinking we must be helping somebody. Why we fucking with Venezuela, right? Next thing you know, then the word come down about the not the Tomahawks, but the Telemukes, they them army military helicopters. Yep, they done went over there and snatched Maduro and his wife, right? They bringing them back. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, so y'all went in on some bullshit and went and arrested him and his wife. Okay, so I started researching. What did he do? He over there doing the fraud shit too, right? Stay with me. It ain't gonna be long. So then I go back in the underground and find out that not only did we step up and arrest him and we got him hidden and locked up, but that Don Juan done jumped up and said, yeah, We're going to go ahead on and we're going to run Venezuela from over here until, they get somebody and put them in office. We got that. So I'm trying to figure out, I'm looking at the messages and stuff I'm getting, I'm sneaking, I'm looking, and I'm trying to make it make sense. So what? What is you want to go get some cocaine? You want to manage cocaine? What are you managing, the beans? What is we out? Child, come to find out, the motherfuckers is the oil people. They got all the oil. Mind you, for the last 2 or 3 months, bitch, I've been paying $3 for gas, but don't tell nobody. But, okay, so Venezuela got the oil. Okay, so now we controlling the oil until they get somebody. Okay, so we gonna make money off of them. This is what I'm thinking. I'm still digging, though, because that can't be it. That don't make sense. That's not. Child, come to find out. China, and I assume they talking about the CCP, not China, but the China Communist Party, the bad side of China. That's what I assume. I could be wrong. I'm going to dig when I get home. Come to find out, these motherfuckers done lent these Venezuelans, I think it was billions of dollars. And guess what was the collateral? Oil. You got it. Now, if they gave Maduro billions of dollars for whatever reason they gave it to him, and in exchange for X amount of oil or X amount of profit or whatever, well, we done snatched his ass up. He ain't running shit and you ain't getting shit because Don Juan got the keys. So now my question is, what does all of that mean? Okay, so we control oil, so that means the gas prices should be dropping. Okay, what else that mean for us? Do that mean that we finna get into it with China now because we holding a promissory note for Venezuela? Because last I had heard, the three amigos was the U.S., good China, and Russia. So what changed? What did I miss? Did I miss something? Did I miss something? But mind you, that move enough put the crown on top of his head. I'm just trying to figure out how I put it up there. I don't know, but I'm still trying to piece it together. I guess I could reach out to my sister. She know. But so, okay, we controlling the oil. I know that put you in a bigger place of power. Okay, it's going to drop the gas prices for us. That's wonderful. Okay, I need more. So I'm going to see if I can't find that out and try to share that with y'all one way or another. Yeah. Because that was, when you get it in pieces, it's like building up in a movie. Something finna happen. He finna get somebody finna jump out the book. And I'm like, well, okay, what? Okay, what does that mean? Okay, okay, it's gotta be more. And then some more come out, you be like, ooh, wee. And then some more come out, oh my. So now I'm at, okay, I only got gas prices. That's all I can come up with. I'll get more, when I get it, I'll bring it to you. I might have to drop pieces on a community post, but I don't know. I'm kind of looking at them sideways. I noticed YouTube have made a lot of changes since I've been gone, and I'm seeing things on the page that are a little bit dangerous. So I'm gonna tread lightly with that. But I know when we get ready to get deep into it, when I want to have them deep rabbit hole conversations with you, I have decided it's probably going to be better for me to have those on X because they don't censor as much. And speaking on X before I go, so back to the tariffs, the other money, the $5,000 money Elon told us about. Okay, so peep this. I had got sidetracked a minute ago. When I was looking up trying to figure out when is we going to get the 5,000, and they said that the 5,000 was sent to the Senate in July, they said that it was sent to the Senate and somebody reported that the reason the Senate had not touched it but was because when Elon sent it, or Don Juan, either one, sent it to the Senate for approval. If you recall, Elon had a meltdown. Him and Don Juan fell out, and he walked away from his position in Doge. So they are suspecting that because that position, that seat is now empty, that it is apparently no rush to approve sending that $5,000 out to us. But again, I'm going to do more digging on that. I'm going to go on congress.gov and look it up and see if we can put it together. But when we get ready to get into some of that shit that's going to affect us spiritually and physically in terms of life being better for us, I get it. A lot of people just don't see it. They can't see it. It don't make sense. They don't want to listen. They don't want to research. They just want to complain. We're going to have those talks over on X, where I don't have to use so many code words. I don't, we can just talk freely without a lot of problems. But yeah, it's some shit out there, y'all. Ooh, child. They have also cut off all, I don't know the right name for when you get government assistance, but they done cut off all government assistance for 19 states. 19. Guess what? California was one of them. Because, of course, my dear Governor Newsom, he done got caught up in some shit with his name on it, some money. But it looked like they finna hurry up and put the cuffs on him fast. I don't know what the rush is. I'm going to have to look into that too. But it's so much for us to talk about. This is not a safe space for us to do so. But tonight wasn't about that. I just had to throw that in because it was on my mind. That was a part of the pieces that I was getting today while I was at work. So anyway, I hope everybody's New Year started off on a good start. I hope everybody's blessed and everybody is well. Please make sure to wash your hands and use paper towels or tissue to open when you go out of the bathroom door. It's a lot of funny business going on with that. They had a scare at the Arizona courthouse today. They left a package out. They sent the robot out there, and the robot confirmed that the items in the package were going to go boom. So Arizona had a hella scare today. It's a lot. It's a lot, and it's something I think we're gonna have to get in tune with because at work I'm able to jot notes and draw on shit, and I got all kind of papers, maps and stuff at work, but I have those for work stuff. But in the process of me doodling one day and drawing, I started to see something. So we definitely gonna get back into those conversations, but we are gonna have to do them on X. We'll do them on the BBK page on X. And I guess I will have to try to find a way to see if I can put a link over here on my community wall, or go live and provide a link. Just put the link on the screen so that people can click and come, so that we can get into it. We need to be more aware of what's happening in specific areas. And when I say specific, I'm going to go ahead and say in the areas that have the majority minority, right? Because right now, it very eerily feels like a minority, I don't want to say attack, but a mission, a project against minorities, given, all that we've seen and been presented. So the next big thing that I think to come up will be what the decision is on what he gonna do with the Somalis. Because on X, it was reported that the Somali presidents and leaders, all, at one point they all jumped up on X or on whatever platform, and they were recorded saying, "We understand what the president is saying, and we are so sorry. We are sorry that our people came over here and made us look bad and all of this shit." But now let the people tell it, the Somalis say, "Man, fuck him and everything he talking about. We ain't going nowhere." So For me, that's a little bit scary because apparently you guys have been over here for a very long time and you've reaped all of the benefits that certain United States citizens didn't even have an opportunity to receive. It's the BBK. Yeah, yeah, Aisha. My first saying it's so bad. Yet Elon has brought to super. What? I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. But peep this though. With the Somalis, I feel like they've been here so long, they have got a taste of the good life over here. Now we're gonna fall out, right? Um, and what are y'all gonna do, right? Because with the Latinos and the Latinas in Mexico and Puerto Rico and all these other places, y'all just jumped up and started grabbing them. But then you realized there was so many more to grab, you went out on a mission. So that let other cultures and diversity sit back and catch a breath like, ooh, okay, he on the Mexicans right now. But little did we know it wasn't just the Mexicans. They hit home base. And I'm afraid, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm afraid to say what I want to say right now. But if you Google Minnesota using certain agency letters, or if you GOV, if you get what I'm saying, if you get what I'm putting down, Minnesota is a special spot. So I'm very shocked to understand now that that was one of the biggest corrupt states in the U.S. and all your people is over there? Huh. Yeah, the fake ass task force leader was picking up the same people. They will be put out the same day next. Oh, wow. That is crazy. But I mean, what can we really do? Now, I do see people jumping up, saying they leaving, they gone, they ain't got time, woo, woo, woo. I get it. And if you can afford to do that, God bless you. I tried it about 8 years ago. It didn't work for me. Wait, Joe was on the president 4 years. Yep, it was 8 years ago. Because old boy, 8 years ago, old boy was in, Don Juan was in office. I tried, on that, it is what it is. But yeah, it's a lot of people leaving it, and don't get it twisted. The actresses, actors, singers, rappers, celebrities, all these people that's going over yonder, they running and hiding, girl. They not leaving because they mad at Don. They might cut the camera on and talk shit about Don and drag him around the block and back on his head. Bitch, that ain't why they leaving. The folks is coming for them. That's really why they leave. But that's another conversation. Anyway, let me get on across here and get me some items from the liquor store, child, and head on to the house. It was good talking to you guys. I miss you. Happy New Year, and I'll talk to y'all later.